Hey Virgo, happy February. I wish you lots of blessings, hope, optimism, and fun this month. Let's get into your forecast. So on the first, we start out with the new moon in Aquarius, first at 12 degrees. The February 1st starts out with the new moon in Aquarius, 12 degrees in your 6th house of everyday work routine, like little petty tasks, small pets as well, also health and fitness and those type of things. So yeah, you could be deciding on a new workout regimen, or you could be finding yourself working a lot and finding that you have more time to work out, like after 12 or after 10 or later in the evening, or your routine could be a lot different than you're used to, or change drastically, or you could find yourself traveling long distances more and putting that in your routine more. Something about your routine is getting shaken up though, with the new moon in Aquarius lighting up your 6th house, Virgo. Mind you, this is your ruling house, as you are a Virgo that associates with the 6th house as well as the planet Mercury. So I would say that this change is like, it could be a little bit like, oh, okay, but I think you're going to be able to go with it. It's a new routine for you that's a little bit unexpected, a long time coming. It could be definitely something that is shaken up based off of this could be your stepchildren, your friend groups, your local community in some way. It could be affecting your everyday. On the 3rd, Mercury goes direct in the sign of Capricorn in your 5th house. So if you had any hiccups in communication, any spats with a lover that you kind of are just getting to know, you guys are still in the honeymoon stage, things could clear up. Things could get a lot less foggy once Mercury goes direct in a house. So in terms of your love life and your romantic life, the fights could subside. Also, this is the house of creativity and procreation, children, and pets. If there were any hiccups or hangups in these areas or holdups for you, you will see these things moving forward. This could be adoption. This could even be being around children, or having a more positive experience with children or pets, or any creative endeavors that you kind of were. Maybe you could have had like writer's block or creator's block. And as Mercury goes direct, you're able to finally think. This is your ruling planet. So when it's a hermaphroditic planet, when Mercury goes retrograde, it really shakes things up for you. You could feel like things are held up for you, or you could just be feeling like cussing somebody out, or there could always be like some hiccups in communication. So now that she is moving forward in your 5th house, it was definitely affecting your romantic life, and these things should subside now. On the 1st through the 3rd, Venus in Capricorn trine Uranus in Taurus in your 5th and 9th house respectively. So your romantic life is affecting your long distance travel. Again, I see you traveling a lot farther and wider, or your spirituality is tying in with your relationships or your romantic life. This could be praying with bae, or sharing a spiritual belief with bae, or sharing a creative project that you were kind of keeping to yourself, or you could be tying in your creative endeavors with your spiritual beliefs at this time. On the 10th through the 11th, Mercury Mercury in Capricorn goes conjunct Pluto in Capricorn in your 5th house. So this is a lot of like romance, sex, sensuality for you. Dating, talking a lot about intimacy and like psychology, maybe opening up to a partner about what makes you tick or what really bothers you, on a very internal level, or getting to the bottom of some like kind of like mind games in terms of like a lover or romantic connection. You're talking a lot about like sex, love, romance, crisis, death, what if, mutual income and finances. You're talking about really deep stuff. And then mind you, this is the 5th house. The 5th house is like a relationship status. It's kind of like just starting out, like the fling, the early stage of dating, like, like before you tie it down officially, usually is the 5th house. It's just the house of romance, true love as well though. So Again, with Pluto there, you're just in Mercury there, you're talking, these are very, very deep discussions going on with somebody you could have just started dating. And you kind of want to take things maybe to a more serious level. On the 14th, Pluto is trying the North Node in your 5th and 9th house, respectively. The North Node being in the sign of Taurus. So, you know, your spirituality, again, is playing a huge part in terms of your romantic life and vice versa. Or, again, there could be some travel involved, immigration. You guys could decide to be getting your passports and traveling overseas together. Traveling, you know, touring Europe together. Or, you know, you could have felt like you have met the person you were always meant to be with the 9th house being all about, again, beliefs, and the North Node being about faded events. You know, and Pluto being about, you know, intimacy in your 5th house of romance. So some kind of romantic interest got you thinking differently, or you want to express your deeper interest to them and try to see if you guys are on the same page. It could be that as well. On the 16th, the full moon in Leo, lighting up your 12th house of spirituality, of meditation, of intimacy, of retreat, of bed pleasure, of sex, amongst other things. So this could be a time when you are, again, just spending a lot of time not even leaving the bedroom, forgetting about the routine towards the end of the month, and just kind of like taking it easy, feeling as though you kind of been overwhelmed with the kind of the shakeup that the new moon in Aquarius brought to your 6th house. And towards mid-month, you're kind of easing things up with a one-on-one connection. After the turbulence that the Mercury retrograde could have brought you in your 5th house, I could really see you kind of finally chilling out and being like, babe, I just want to just relax with you and just kind of like have like, what do they call it? Like astral projective sex. On the 18th, the sun enters Pisces in your 7th house of one-on-one relationships, connections, partnerships, the public, marriage, all that good stuff. With the sun entering Pisces, yeah, definitely your partnerships could light up at this time. Intimate connection your relationship status is only gonna get more serious, is what this is telling me. You're going from 5th house energy to the 7th house energy. So you and Bae take things up a notch. You guys go from, you know, casually dating to, you know, officially being boyfriend and girlfriend, or being from boyfriend and girlfriend to moving in together, or from living together to getting engaged, or from being engaged to getting married. Yeah, so and also the 26th through the 28th, Venus conjunct Mars in your 7th house. Again, clear the schedule. Make sure you have food. You guys will just be incubating and like just melting into a human candlestick, if you know what I mean. Your 7th house is definitely going to be hot and steamy. This could also be a great time for business relationships, and coming off quite persuasive in terms of like who you do business with. You could definitely see yourself making a lot more money, or getting a lot more traction in terms of, again, your one-on-one business partnerships, or your connections, or making money in your given field. Good luck, Virgo.